Hello everybody. In this vignette, I'm going to cover key concepts of object-oriented programming, OOP, in Python. It is intended for students that took CEIS 110 and want to advance their studies even after they took the class. I'm going to cover key concepts of OOP, like class, object, attributes, methods, inheritance, encapsulation, and polymorphism. In fact, students that took CEIS 110 have already been exposed to objects and classes. For example, when I covered dictionaries, I said that dictionaries are objects of class named dict, and therefore they have attributes and methods that they support, and we work with those. Similarly, when I covered pandas in CEIS 110, I described data frames in terms of an object. And a data frame is an object of type pandas that core, that frame, that data frame. We just say data frame. And it supports many methods and many attributes. So now, in this vignette, you will learn how to create your very own classes. And you will instantiate your very own objects. When you create your classes, those are blueprints for your objects. Your objects will have data or attributes, and they will have functions or methods. So in this class, in this vignette, I'm going to use two examples to describe how a class can have inheritance. I'm going to use a class called person. A person has attributes like name, city, age, etc. And you will instantiate a person. And then I'm going to cover another class called student. And the student happens to also be a person, but with specifics about a student. So when you create the class student, you will be able to reuse a lot of what you already did when you created the class person. And that's called inheritance, right? So inheritance is when you inherit properties and methods from another class. In my example, I'll use person as the parent class and student as the child class. And I'll show you how that works. We will see how encapsulation works, how you can manage and decide which attributes can be exposed externally and which attributes remain internally, and how you can update the values of the attributes. And as we go over inheritance and we show you how you can create a new class based on a parent class, I will cover another property which is called polymorphism that allows you to change some of the methods in the child class that may be specific to the child class. When we cover methods, I will cover two methods. One is called setters or mutators and getters or accessors. The setters are methods that allow you to modify the value of an attribute or a variable inside your object. And a getter is a method, or accessor is a method that allows you to get the data from the object out so that you can use it in your program. I will also cover constructor methods like init, and I will expose you and mention here three other methods called instance methods, class methods, and static methods. I will use an instance method. Actually, I'll use a couple of instance methods in our examples, which are methods that are doing things for you, things for the class, as opposed to getters and setters that are specific methods to get data or change data. And then we have static methods that are for utility in class methods, but I'm not going to get into those. Those are less common, and you will be learning that as you go through this journey of learning to program in Python and now using object-oriented programming. With OOP, your programs will be cleaner, easier to read, easier to follow, easier to manage. You will be able to make your code more efficient and more elegant, and you will be growing and becoming more of an expert in programming as you do OOP. So in the next video, I'm going to describe this class named person, and I'm going to define it, I'm going to describe each of its methods and the attributes in the class. So I'll talk to you in a few minutes, and that's coming up then in the next video. And for now, thank you for joining. I'll talk to you later. Take care.